We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first run now for Kyren Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Phillips. And his throw is incomplete. Noah Gray, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it. And a return across midfield and at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and we finally hear from them that the game's slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 7 and 12 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Broncos are going to take over here out near the 40.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be smart with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Broncos at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Phillips. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Phillips. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Diabador Lenore up to make the tackle. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Herbert. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Herbert just beat the play clock. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Broncos 3. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The owner's happy with that one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Rolling to his right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Fant on the short completion. They juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is on target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Another day in the office.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Williams. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Phillips. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. That's why they're good with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third down and 1. In motion is Gray. On 3rd down, here's Williams. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what. I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking for Godwin, and he's got. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Herbert now. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Here's Phillips on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So the tenor of this game now, Charles, is really switched. I mean, they get the fumble. That provides the opportunity. They don't get the touchdown, but they capitalize with a field goal, and that does give them the lead.
I absolutely agree with you there, partner. The tone of this one has completely shifted. Now they're in charge and have momentum on both sides of the ball. And that other sideline, they just went from winning to needing an immediate answer if they want their lead back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Herbert going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Ayuk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Phillips sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and forever. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Chargers 35, Broncos 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Santos with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
42, Broncos 16. Carlos Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Ayuk, 37 yards. And the Chargers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw is Phillips. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. We're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Herbert changing things up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Ayuk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56. Broncos 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Broncos on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And how about that? A gain of 15 there on 4th and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Phillips. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. 9th play in the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw, Phillips. And that will be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Phillips throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Seriously? Was that even a play?
The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Herbert back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They're going to pass here with Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
In it to win it! Let's go, baby, let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Phillips. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is Fant on the short completion, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On 4th down, Phillips. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Phillips now on 1st and 10. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.